Welcome back, everyone. This is Zach with Creative Sports Marketing Radio, where business is our sport. And today I'm going to talk a bit about why content is king and the importance of content writing when it comes to your digital marketing efforts. So as some of you may know, some of you may not know, the importance of content writing should never be taken for granted. Content is king. And that's a phrase that a lot of digital marketing experts use, and it's not just content as in the writing of your web content, of your blog posts, but your social media posts, even the images around your social media. The more content you have, the better, but the more quality content you have, the better. I know it sounds cliche because it's so hard to rank in social media and to rank on the web, but the more content you put out there, the better. Content is your main focus, and content could be your website. It's a digital product. If you think about it, content is the reasoning of the internet's existence. People are constantly searching for information, looking for answers to problems, trying to connect with others, and just be entertained. This is all accomplished with the content that is on the internet. So now, what is content? In marketing, content is like I said, a very loose term and can describe a number of things, from videos to images to blog posts and social media. It can be used to describe written material, sales campaigns, TV ads, and more. However, in the digital world, content is basically anything and everything that can be found online. So again, it's everything that we've talked about thus far. The power of written content, how words influence consumers. While there has been many recent upward trends in visual marketing, written content still remains incredibly important. Words are our primary means of communication and the clearest way to convey a message. Furthermore, words have a unique ability to reach our emotions in a powerful manner. They affect our thoughts, invoking feelings of joy, pain, and sorrow, and thereby drive our actions and decisions, particularly a way we spend money. So why is content writing important in the digital marketing world? I'm going to go through five summarized reasons why right here. Additionally, written content also greatly contributes to the success of a website, factor that contributes to your website's search engine rankings. So search engine results, number one. Having content that is relevant and useful is an important factor that contributes to your website's search engine ranking. Number two, marketing ROI. And I know this one's going to be a very broad one. The type and quality of content you put on your website or include in your email blasts is an important part of what determines your marketing campaign ROI. Good content is content that sells by creating value, establishing urgency, and evoking emotions. Content directly affects conversion rate. So I'll just use an example here. Call to actions. Call to action buttons, the way you promote people and tell them to get to your website. There's times for them, there's times not for them. You can use them. They're great utilized on your website to get people to the direct location. But if you're being very salesy when it comes to your social media posts and other sources of media and saying, hey, go to our website to do this, people are going to feel like they're being sold to. So you really have to kind of watch how you write your content for those kinds of medias and how it affects your overall conversion rate. Consumer loyalty. Content is a means by which businesses get consumers to feel personally connected and invested. Consumers who read your blogs or emails on a regular basis are more likely to feel loyal to your brand and become a repeat buyer. I've talked about blog posts before and why I still think that blogs are on the rise. Once again, video seems to be taking a big leap, but I feel like blog posts are coming back, because a lot of people like to read. And a lot of people like to just get a really quick summary of everything. They don't like to spend 10 minutes watching a video. They like to just say, hey, I want to learn a little bit more about this in about 10 minutes, because that's what our attention spans are these days. And when you can bring people to your website through blog posts, through social media, it's a funnel to get them to help you grow. Now, if you utilize that with SEO, then you can use long tail keywords and things of that nature to kind of bring them in. It creates dialogue. So by creating content on social media or through a blog, you can create a conversation with a potential customer. This allows them to make comments and ask questions that can give you a valuable insight into their help and figure out how to direct your market. So when you're kind of talking back and forth with these people and trying to give them advice, you soak it in, use it to your advantage, because you can kind of see don't take the bad stuff so critical. Take it as a way to grow your business and grow yourself. It really helps with that kind of situation. And then grow on it. If you have certain content that's not working after a certain amount of time, then take the leap, switch it up a bit. Try to dive a little bit more into what your customers and your consumers are trying to read about. Number 5, branding. Content is an important part of your branding objectives. With content, you can develop a unique voice and persona for your brand that allows you to raise above competitors and become memorable to your consumer. Now, when you're creating your actual brand, your brand identity, you can go into messaging and voice as part of the process, and trying to determine what your customers are thinking. Create customer personas, leverage that messaging and what they want to hear first and foremost. Don't just dive into creating a logo for $10, because that's only 1/10 of a brand. So focus on the rest of it and kind of see how it flows. So as you can tell, content is extremely important. It's probably the most important reason and why content is king. And those are the five things that I think are why content writing is important. If you have any questions, leave a comment below. You can also DM me if you'd like. Again, this is Zachary with Creative Sports Marketing Talk. Remember, business is our sport.